All right, let's get this show started.
Umar Nurmagomedov lived true to his surname at UFC 321 as he begins his march back toward bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili. The Dagestani contender utilized a buffet of takedowns and relentless pressure to outwork a game Mario Bautista and secure a unanimous decision win. The UFC has now dropped footage of Umar and Bautista sharing a respectful moment backstage following their bout.
Alhamdulillah. Очень долгий кемп был. Очень долгий. Right. He was tough. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Islam Makhachev shared a video roasting Ali Abdelaziz for spending $200 on a bald haircut.
Ali say I need the haircut. Что его стрижка стоит с выездом $200. Ali, please don't move, brother. Why not? Brother, I can do for you. I have machine, brother, new machine, I can do for you. You don't have to cut all your head. Here, no, nothing. Just half. Ali. Brother, you have half price. Brother, hey, you have to make 50% because we don't have all. Huh? Yes? Wow, what is this, man? I see first time, brother, what is this? Brother, very good here. Even, brother, if mosquito sits, she gonna flip. Brother, clean mustache, please, brother. Brother, in the nose, inside there's something.
UFC just dropped footage of Khabib Nurmagomedov giving Tom Aspinall some words of wisdom before his showdown with Ciryl Gane.
The focus, sometimes you use boxing separate, wrestling separate, everything. When you use everything together, wrestling, pressure, boxing, everything, because we don't have this ability. He's striker, he move, he have good football, legs, touch, you know. But when you use your hand boxing and take down the pressure, it's gonna be much better.
Make him think about it.
Yeah, make him think about it because he's gonna wait your takedown. Sometimes when you set up your punches, you can show him your.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Alex Pereira now has one more reason to consider a move to heavyweight after UFC 321. Following the disappointing end to the Tom Aspinall vs Ciryl Gane fight, an amused Poatan posted a video on social media reacting to the result, along with the caption, "Let's make the heavyweight division great again." John Jones has finally responded to Alex Pereira's callout. After reclaiming his title against Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 320, Pereira called for a super fight with Jones, suggesting the matchup take place at the White House event. Now, a few weeks later, Jones has broken his silence, accepting Pereira's challenge in a tweet. "Alex, I'd be down to bring the highest skill level to the White House. I appreciate the respect you showed. Let's dance." Jones also poked fun at Tom Aspinall by changing his profile picture to a duck with an eye patch. Chael, Sonnen, and Anthony Smith believe Tom Aspinall should have continued to fight at UFC 321. Ciryl Gane poked Aspinall in both eyes in the opening round of the headliner at Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi, and after taking the come-in attempt to recover, Aspinall said he could not see and it ended with no winner. Speaking of the post-fight show, Sonnen and Smith expressed their disappointment with the outcome, saying they felt Aspinall should have continued to fight.
Anthony? No, I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. I talked all day yesterday. Like, I just want to see Tom have to overcome some adversity. I want to see what he does when when his first plan of action doesn't work. What's he checked down to? Is he gonna wrestle? Can he compete with Ciryl Gane on his feet for 25 minutes? And I don't get any of those answers, and just like everybody at home, I'm disappointed.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye, he's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite, we're trying to show grace, but in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye at times.
Many fans were also very critical of Tom Aspinall opting not to continue at UFC 321. One fan wrote, "Shara Bullet and Michael Bisping had no problem putting on great performances with one eye. Aspinall just isn't on the same level. The UFC heavyweight champion is labeled the baddest man on the planet. I don't think you can say that anymore after Aspinall chose to quit rather than continue fighting. The doctor literally said there was no damage and Aspinall was fine to continue." One fan shared a photo of John Jones captioned with, "My GOAT would fight with one eye." Some were also critical of Sonnen and Smith's take. Blaming the dude who got fouled is wild. These f***s share half a brain cell. Two guys that never won a UFC World Championship telling a UFC champion how to fight like one. Another wrote, Anthony Smith is a professional quitter, so maybe he knows what he's talking about. Chael Sonnen has never been the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree. Didn't you tap after being up 4-0 in a title fight in front of your father you promised to win the belt for? Another tweeted, Chael has literally never lost a fight, and that's partially due to his willingness to continue competing no matter what. Demetrious Johnson believes the backlash towards Ciryl Gane is undeserved. In a video posted to his YouTube channel, Mighty Mouse defended Gane, explaining why he believes the eye poke was not intentional.
People don't understand. They always talk about, when are we going to fix eye pokes in mixed martial arts? Newsflash, you're never gonna do it. The reason why is because as human beings, our natural reaction when somebody comes towards us is to open my hands and stick my hands out. When I throw a body kick, when you learn Muay Thai and you throw kicks, they don't teach you to throw them like this. They teach you to open your hands, you throw your hand, you put your hands in front of your opponent's face to block them, and then you throw like this, boom. So if you look at Muay Thai guys, and when they throw a kick, or kickboxers, granted you can't see Muay Thai guys' hands or kickboxers' hands because they're in the gloves. So why would the technique change when you get in little gloves? It's not like you can change the technique. To throw like this is not, it's not natural. My hands are closed. In order for me to keep my balance when I throw a high kick, I have to open my hands, and I put my hands on listen to this, on my opponent's face. Boom. That's a leg kick. That's a body kick. People don't realize that. And obviously the accident foul was an accident, right? But the way he had his hands on Tom Aspinall's face is the correct technique to do. It just wasn't his hands, right? If you go back and watch John Jones, he's a great eye poker, but if you go back and watch the greats who do body kick, if you go back and watch my fights, when I throw body kicks or I throw leg kicks, my hands are here, they're open. So once again, you're never going to fix eye pokes in mixed martial arts unless you put us in gloves that are like in actual like boxing gloves.
However, many fans disagreed with Johnson's take, arguing that Gane's foul appeared deliberate. One fan commented, "How on earth was that unintentional? You never deserve another title shot. You knew you were gonna lose, so you had to open that hand." Another said, "Intentional eye poke. Can't fight one fight without cheating." Another commented, "Double eye poke is crazy. Dirty tactics learned from John Jones. Way to ruin the card." Ciryl Gane has shared his first reaction to the disappointing end of his fight with Tom Aspinall. Speaking at the post-fight press conference, Gane expressed his frustration with how the bout ended and offered an apology to the fans for the eye poke.
I think we started very well. I think he started very well, but I think I started very well because everybody knows his strategy every time is to start it very hard and surprise his opponent. I think we did very well. We defending a takedown, I touched him. We saw some blood on his nose. It was a really great first round, and that's why, yeah, maybe also I was a little bit disappointed, a little bit sad about this issue. But this is a sport. First, angry because I don't want him. I don't want from him to stop the fight. After I was disappointed, sad. And after that, apologetic exactly for the people.
Gane also addressed the controversy surrounding the ending, insisting that the eye poke was not intentional.
I responded, no, I didn't feel anything specific. I didn't do it on purpose. And I know what it is to have an eye poke because when I fought Derek Lewis, I got an eye poke and I was seeing two Derek Lewis for a full round. So I know how it is. And
one round during that is what the debut of the round, and the rest of the round I saw the two Derek Lewis. So I'm not gonna say yeah, he's a liar.
Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by As Shopped As It Gets. Number 2 meme was posted by Tiny Replacement. And number 1 meme was posted by Height Meta. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.